Hi guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Today I wanted to do something a bit different. I am doing my first and probably last assumption tag. I've been seeing them on YouTube and I always find them so interesting, but sometimes it's just like I don't want it to be like a repetition, because when I do the Q&As it's almost going to be the same, but I was like whatever. But like a lot of you guys were concerned that I'm inviting negativity into my life and my world, and I appreciate that. But I'm very fortunate, I guess, to not have people who are negative on my channel anymore. So most of the assumptions, some of them are funny, some of them are serious, some of them are true, some of them are not, but none of them are offensive and none of them are negative. So I'm going to start. The first one, you are more of a closed book than you are an open book. Like there's more of you that even you yourself are scared to revisit, but you are learning how to peel each layer as gracefully as you can. If it wasn't for your YouTube channel, my assumption is you wouldn't have allowed yourself to come this far in terms of your healing journey. You love as hard as you don't love. Hopefully, yes, that makes sense, cause you haven't even started to comprehend how much of a breakthrough you are. Basically, you are so others could be. My last assumption is that you will one day write a best-selling novel. Because like this is the first one I'm already like tearing up. You're more of a closed book than you are an open book. That is true. That is true, but I think because I speak a lot, I remember last year when I did it was almost like a Q&A, and someone asked me, how do I feel about oversharing? And I was just like, what do you mean? Do you feel like I overshare? Do you think you know everything about me? So yes, I am more of a closed book. I think for me, I speak about my experiences more than I speak about my feelings, my thoughts, and the things that are happening around me at the time. The second assumption from Tobeg and Goma, you can't stand judgmental people. I honestly can't, and it's so crazy because I used to be one of the most judgmental people on earth. But I have an excuse. I was a child. I think I stopped being judgmental, I think when I was about 19, 20. So I understand when someone who's young in their 20s or in their teen years are judgmental because they haven't really gone through much, or they haven't really surrounded themselves with people who've gone through much. But when you're an adult and you're judgmental, when you know how life can be, when you know how humans can be, I'm sorry, I can't be friends with you. I can't stand you. Like, can't. You're right, Tobega. Spiwe Shozi, your love language is quality time and acts of service. Acts of service, yes. And quality time, actually, yes. No, that's true. The second one, family over everything, all the damn time. You don't care about labels as long as you look good. That is true. But sometimes I'm like, I don't care about labels as long as I look good. Is it because I can't afford them? One day when I afford my Louis Vuitton sandals and my Gucci belt, maybe I'll care. I don't know. I shop everywhere now as long as I look good. But that's not to say, Gucci, let me say, once I afford it, who knows, maybe I would like labels and brands. You don't believe in therapy. For the longest time, I was in between about therapy. For the longest time, I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. If you have a safe space to talk about your feelings and stuff, then go for it. But for me, it was just a matter of, hey, I'm scared of therapy. Like, it goes back to Paul's assumption, Guti. You're scared of other parts of revealing and the other parts of you that I'm probably not even ready to meet. So I think I'm more scared of therapy than I don't believe in it, because I've seen people who go to therapy, while those ones who actually go to better themselves, I've seen how better of humans they become. I would like to be a better human, but unfortunately for you to become a better human, you have to literally dig deep and talk about and open up about things that maybe you would have preferred to keep under the table. So yeah, it's not that I don't believe in it, it's just that I'm scared of it. Yes, I'm scared of it. That's the one. Siyandankala, Ati, you have a sneaky link that you are keeping private. Oh, Sianda, no. Don't. Guys, I can't do sneaky links now. I used to, I'm not gonna lie. For the longest time, I would have like sneaky links. But I realized this about myself, is that when I love, I love. And I don't know how to do casual sex or casual relationships. The minute I sleep with you, you're my man. I love you. Let's get married. I'm meeting your parents, you know? So I try to stay away from sneaky links because I fall in love quick. The minute I have sex with someone, oh, we go together now. Real bad. So that's why I don't have sneaky links. But I'm a huge believer in them. It's just that me myself, not anymore. I used to, and I think I fell in love with every sneaky link I ever had. And that never turns out well, not for me anyway. D4, Olifile. She's got 3 assumptions. You care so much about what others think of you. You're a people's pleaser and you're too hard on yourself when it comes to your body and fitness. The first 2 go hand in hand. I do. For you to be a people's pleaser means that you have to care about what people think. I am a people pleaser. It's something that I'm trying to work on, because when you're a people pleaser, it never works out for you. It's at your detriment. I used to be that person who would set myself on fire just to keep other people warm. And obviously that will never, ever, ever turn out good for me. So people pleasing, it's something that I'm literally just trying to cut off and or maybe decrease. And obviously if I'm trying to decrease with people pleasing, then I need to stop caring about what others think. But I really, really do. And the last one, you're too hard on yourself when it comes to your body and your fitness. You're right. I am. I definitely am. Jill says, you are a good listener. That's why you have many best friends you connect with differently. I would like to believe that, Jill. I would definitely like to believe that. But obviously that's for my friends to judge me on. But I'd like to believe that I am a good listener. I am sometimes a bit harsh on my friends, but I'd like to believe that I listen. I'm a good listener. Dear Lisa, you're not bisexual. In fact, you're straight as a ruler. It's just that twice bitten, thrice shy. So that's why you delay moving on relationship-wise. I'm definitely bisexual. Obviously, it's something that it took me some time to realize, because growing up in an era where those things are just shunned upon. My first kiss in high school was with a girl. So, but for me, that scared me, because why did I enjoy that so much? So basically, this girl, I was in a relationship with a boy and I had never kissed before. And then I knew that this girl, who had been in a relationship for about, I think 4 or 5 years at that point, and okay, maybe not 5 years, I'm lying, maybe a year, and let's see her and her boyfriend kiss. So I go to her and I say, how do you kiss? How they do on TV. And she was just like, I can show you better than I can tell you. And I was just like, show me then. And she showed me. And I think I enjoyed it a little bit too much. But I didn't see girls dating each other. Maybe they were. I was just oblivious to it. So for me, I was just like, hey, maybe this is not a thing. And also it was not on TV. So I was just like, hey, maybe I wasn't supposed to enjoy that. And then after I had Alwande, I had my first girlfriend. And I think I still love her till this day. Now, mind you, I'm able to look at a girl and be like, you're very attractive. And the reason why I'm delaying moving on is because I'm trying to work on myself. I feel like I'm way too old to be coming into a relationship with the insecurities that my last 4 or 5 relationships might have left. But I would definitely wouldn't mind bumping coochies. Becca Mujapilo, sorry. You're a carefree spirit, unbothered. I am bothered, babe. I am carefree spirit, but I am bothered. I do get bothered by a lot of things. Sometimes I'm just like, that shouldn't really be bothering you. But I think because I overthink and I care what people think about me, then it means that I'm bothered a lot. Sianda, when you're just reading me. You have a bad temper and I try to control it. The second one, you fear loneliness, hence the separation anxiety you get whenever visitors leave your house. I do, what's the word before bad? I do have a temper, yes. Let's just say I have a temper and I do try to control it because we need to control our emotions, basically. And then you fear loneliness since the separation anxiety, yes. Yeah, that's true. I do fear loneliness. I do like my own, company. But when someone comes into my space, I don't want them to leave. So yes, I definitely don't like loneliness. No one does anyway, so I guess. Nondomiso Molokwa, You are family oriented, very ambitious, still hurting though. Your dreams include being married or to have a stable relationship with the person who truly loves you. I am family oriented, you're right. I wouldn't really say I'm very ambitious. I think I'm medium ambitious. Like, I don't have dreams of becoming a CEO. I don't have dreams of becoming a manager. I don't have dreams of sitting at the table. I'm just like medium ambitious. I just want to live comfortably. Your dreams include being married or have a stable relationship with the person who truly loves you. Yes. The marriage part is not something that I dream about, but I would love to have a life partner that I spend my life with. We don't necessarily need to be married. It's not, I think for me, I avoid marriage and stuff because I've just seen how married men act a fool out there, and I don't like, and I usually hear how married people speak about each other when they don't like each other. Like, you'll hear men saying, oh no, I can't leave her, it's cheaper to keep her. Whew. Divorce is expensive. Whew. Guys, the reason why I don't want to get married is because I don't want anyone to ever feel obligated to stay with me when they don't want to. I want someone to be able to, when they're tired of me or when they feel like we've tried everything, pack up your bags and leave. I never want anyone out there to go around saying, Guti, oh, I'm just with her for the kids. And I mean, I know that's lies, but there are some instances where people are like, divorce is expensive. Even women will say that, oh, divorce is expensive, it's just cheaper to stay together. No, if I want you to have the liberty to be able to walk out of your door, and that's why for me, I will choose not being married over being married, so that if my partner 10 years down the line decides he doesn't want to be with me anymore, you are more than welcome to walk out of the door without feeling like, oh, now I have to pay alimony. Do we have alimony in South Africa? I don't want anyone to ever feel like, oh, if they leave me, their finances are going to fall apart because I'm going to come for everything. No, leave when you're ready to leave, and let's just keep it moving. You are trying so much to be strong, but you actually cry a lot in your private space. Girl, I will cry just because the remote fell. I cry about everything. Uti, I cry a lot in my private space. Babe, I used to cry a lot on YouTube even. So now, give me any platform, I'll cry. I'll cry. Now, if I feel like crying, I cry, guys. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm frustrated. I cry when I'm hurt. I cry when I'm angry. I cry. You're right. You're a good person. You're vulnerable because you trust too much. Aww. I don't want to speak on me being a good person. I would think that it's something for other people to speak on, but I'd like to believe that I'm a good person. I am very much vulnerable, so you hit the nail there. I'm known to me so. And I do love and trust too much. I really, really do. And obviously at my own detriment, but I don't think that's a trait that I'd like to, get rid of, because I feel like, okay, I love too much, you hurt me. Okay, and, I'm not going to now change who I am because I was hurt by someone else. Lastly, we love you so much, baby girl. Your dreams will come true one day. Just pray about it. Don't stop until something happens. Thank you so much, Nondumiso. See, I'm about to cry now. Ooh, Makin Hamaluba. You are a people pleaser. That's why you feel the need to have so many friends around you. When you fail to please one, you move on to the next. I am a people pleaser, but that's not why I have so many friends. And when you fail to please one, you move on to the next. No, I still have the same friendships I've had for years. So this one is not true, babe. Siyamthanda zitumane. Hi, mama. I think you grew up tomboyish, or you were mostly friends with boys. Never. No. I only started having male friends in my adult life. I think when I started working, that's when I started having male friends. Okay, Jill, you are a ball of emotions. You can just wake up and be moody and take it out on people around you like lwa lwa. Ooh, damn. And also when you love someone or something you love hard, you give all you and go in, hence you easily get hurt. I am a ball of emotions, but I'm not a moody person. Like, you won't just be chilling with me and then my mood changes like this. That doesn't happen. But I am a ball of emotions. As mentioned earlier, I will cry about everything. I try to not take out my frustrations on my children. I think, like on my previous video, I spoke about intentional parenting. That's something our parents did. The stress that they got at work, they took it out on us. So I'm very intentional about when I'm feeling some type of way, I recluse with that to my room and I tell people. Like now, if I can feel that something is about to happen, or so I'm not feeling well, I will tell whoever I'm with that please don't take offense, but I'm going to go to my room, or please don't take offense, I'm just going to be quiet for the next hour. It's not you, I just need to deal with something. So yeah, Faith Shayla says I'm a shopaholic. Girl, I am, and I always feel good about shopping. If I had all the money in the world, I would always be shopping. Whether I'm shopping at Pep Home, whether I'm shopping at Mr. Price, or whether I'm shopping at Shein, whether I'm doing groceries, I love to shop. It's just that, the money when it comes out of your account, it's like, but I love to shop. If I had the money in the world, girl, I wouldn't even be doing this video. I'd be out shopping. Trust me. Slindi Limlambo, you're not ashamed of where you come from and where you are right now. I'm not at all. I did a video last year. Yes, the first video of 2022 last year I did like a what is this? My township, my hometown tour. I'll link it below, but I did like a video of where I come from. I showed you guys the house that I grew up in. I definitely am not ashamed of where I come from. It has built me, it has got me where I am. It has, I built my character there. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the place I come from and the people that I grew up with. Faith Shayla again, my assumption is that you have made out with one of your friends when you were drunk. Oh yeah. Luckily we're still friends, but yeah, you're not lying. Pumeza Fetumani, if things could be your way, you would have a family under one roof. Yeah. You guys, my most precious moments is when my mom is around, my sister's around. Like, I want everyone to be in the same house. Like, what do you mean? Like, I was asking my sister the other day, I'm just like, why don't we buy a house together and just all live together and bring mom, dad, grandmother, cousins, everyone. Yo, guys, I love a loud, noisy house. As long as, obviously, I can have my own room with my own TV so that when I feel overwhelmed by the noise, I can just go. But I would love, oh my gosh, Pumeza, if literally you are right. If I had it my way, just everyone under one roof. You are clingy. I noticed when you say you wanted no one to stay with you, but you chose her own place. Yes, Pumeza, yeah. No, man, I have lived together once. But at the time where we lived together, it was just before I fell pregnant with Milani. I was such a party animal. Like, yo, guys, I was such a party animal at that time. I was never home. So I didn't really get to live with her. I really didn't get to cherish those moments because now I was at groove from Thursday to Monday. Go to work Monday to Thursday, come back. Like, I was just such a groovist, so I didn't really get to cherish and appreciate those moments with her. So now that I'm just like with the kids and stuff, I'm just like, why don't we just live together? And she's just like, goodbye. Myra Alushe, you are in a relationship. I'm not in a relationship. No, I'm not. Caroline, you still love your second baby daddy. You thought your second baby daddy will come in and fix things. If he does come, will you accept him? Caroline, I don't know if I love my second baby daddy. I don't know if I love him or I love the idea of him. So the reason why I say that is because me and him did co-parent for some time. Me and him co-parented. It was challenging, but it worked out. And I think in us co-parenting, it made me realize how nice it would be to actually have a co-parent. So when then he decided one day that he just wanted to be an asshole, I always hold on to the fact that you can co-parent when you want to. And when we did co-parent, things were so much easier on me. I didn't have to think about a lot of things. I always had someone to discuss things with. It was easier. So I don't think I necessarily still love him, but I think I'm holding on to the idea of that co-parenting time that we had together, and I wouldn't mind obviously having that again. So Moti, if he comes back, will you accept him? I will never, not as my partner, no. Even as a co-parent, too much has happened. And not even that, like last year he tried coming back and co-parenting, but like he would ghost. He only wants to co-parent when he feels like it. So I think the only reason why I wouldn't accept him back in my child's life as a co-parent is because of the inconsistency. I always say that I would rather an absent father than an inconsistent father, because I never want Milani to be waiting with a backpack at the gate thinking that daddy is coming, and then he never shows up. And that's exactly who he is. He's an inconsistent person who only wants to co-parent when he feels like it, and because of that I will never accept it. The only time I will accept him back is if he goes to court to go apply for a, what is the thing called, a parenting plan. Because when you go to court and apply for a parenting plan, you are telling the court that you are willing to take accountability and responsibility for your child. Otherwise, me and him really have nothing to discuss or talk about. But yeah, so I don't really love him, but I love the idea of having a co-parent, and he gave me a taste of that. And also before that, I'd never been a co-parent. Alwande's father and I broke up the day I told him I was pregnant, and he never tried reaching out ever again. So having a taste of what co-parenting looks and feels like, there's something I do hold on to a lot. Yanela Mtati, you have a crush close by and wouldn't dare say. Guys. I don't. Caroline Malingisa, you have some side piece job, scroponyana, some jolo. I don't. I think I've already explained about me now. Hey, the minute I have sex with you, you're my lover, you're my man, you're my partner. We go together real bad. Let's get married tomorrow. So that's why I don't have my side piece. Cindy Swam Vango, my assumption is that that's for sure. That's for sure. Yolande Dlamini, let's discuss the separation anxiety in Tombi. When did it start? I'm a fellow Cancerian and I understand to a certain point, but yours is more hectic. What's up with that? I don't know when it started. I won't be able to tell you when it started, but I think I just love having people over, and I love having people around. I actually love leaving people's homes. Funny thing, when I visit someone and we can have the best time, I love leaving their homes. If anything, I can't wait to leave their homes and come back to my own home. But I don't like it when people leave my home. And guys, yes, Yolande, I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from. Lungsile Hadebe, you don't want another baby. Yeah, no, I don't. I actually don't. For the longest time, I wanted another baby just to know and understand what it feels like to have a baby in love with your partner at the hospital, going to gynae's appointments together, just that co-parenting vibe. I wanted a child just for that, but it's okay. Machachi Hopola, hey man, did you have a spiritual calling? I have gotten this question a couple of times before. I get it a lot. I don't. Well, not that I know of. The underground gang hasn't called my name yet. Well, let me not say yet. The underground gang hasn't called my name. I've received this a lot, so I don't know if you guys see something in me that makes you think that I could have a calling, or I do have a calling. I don't know what it is about me, because it's way too many people that love to ask me that question. And Shem, I know a lot of you guys think it's invasive or it's whatever. I don't find the question invasive at all. If my underground gang has my name on the list, they haven't ticked it off yet. Mapilo, you are a size 34. I'm a size 28, Mapilo, please. I'm a size 34. 32, 34, depending on the day. But I'm more of a 34 than I am a 32. So, yeah, you're right. Tobela Mgoma, you are attracted to good-looking guys. Looks count, of course. I've never dated someone. People but oh, hlukana ne type, you'll be happy. Oh, the reason why things don't work out for you is because you keep dating your type. I will never stop dating my type. I don't care. I feel like men will dribble you, whether they're good-looking or not. So I'd rather cry knowing that at least kadamuhle. Guys, I remember when Stebiki Sisu, when I don't know what is Bigi Sisu in English, but basically in my culture, when you are pregnant, you and your family will have to go to the guy's family to say, hey, she's pregnant, and then he has to say, is it my child or whatever. So when we went to go to Milani's side of the family, it was my mother's first time seeing him. And when we left there, she kept saying, she was just like, Amanda, this boy is so dumb. What did you see in him? And then in the same sentence, she says, hey, at least muhle. I go back on at least muhle. When he dribbles me, at least muhle. Because I feel like men, whether they're good looking, not good looking, they big, they small, they tall, they short, when they want to dribble you, they will dribble you. So mna ngifuna ukuhlala ngazi ukuthi at least beka muhle. Mahotso and Sewo, you have an ancestral calling. See, when I say, well, I get this a lot, I don't, Mahotso, not that I know of anyway. Rivumbo Nyabando, you love cooking, but you love food, but hate cooking. Yeah. Tandega Mpateni is that my assumption is that you get some form of monthly allowance from your mom. I wouldn't call it a monthly allowance, but she definitely still takes care of me financially. And I'm not ashamed. My mom gets paid on the 15th, and I usually just let her debit orders do their thing, and then around 16, 17, I'm like, Mama! So yeah, Chandela, you're not wrong. My mama, I get monthly allowance from my mom. I do. Snesi Poyoyoane, you sometimes act tough. 90% of the times I am acting tough. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. But it's that fake it till you make it thing. I think I've like embodied that. And most of I'm a softie. I'm weak. I'm such a softie, you guys. And I love that the people around me know that I'm a softie. They know that I'm a ball of emotions. I'm like a marshmallow. But because of circumstances, I have to act tough. You see, your Clona, you also say that, where is it now? It does look like we are Twasa as well. Personally, I know, I'm sorry for this one, Cece. You see, that I need to, I don't know, there's too many of you guys who see this. And I'm just like, underground gang, do you have my name down? Lynette Chicha, you are addicted to alcohol. You guys, okay, so, you guys obviously don't see people 24/7. Like, with YouTubers, well, let me speak for myself. When I started this channel, I started it as a sit down, and all my sit downs would have a nice glass of wine. I wanted it to be like a girl talk type of environment. And girls, there's always going to be like some wine here and there, and alcohol here and there. So that's why all my videos, they'll always be wine, because that's the brand. I wanted to brand myself as like your big sister, like your girl talk. Let's sit down, have a glass of wine, let's talk about our things. And then obviously I do weekend vlogs, and on weekends I drink. If you don't drink on weekends, good for you, but I drink on weekends. So that's what you guys see. That's the part you see. And I understand why you would think, I mean, addicted is a bit harsh, but I understand why people would think that you like alcohol, is because whenever you see me on this channel, there's always going to be, I mean, right now, but because, as mentioned, I want my sit downs to always feel like it's just a girl chat. And I don't know about you, Lynette, but me, whenever I have a girl chat, there will always have some cling, cling, cling. And all my friends are like that. And most women that I know are like that anyway. So addicted is a very strong word. But like, yeah, I like alcohol, just like the next person. And yeah. Stinda Gusha Kubode is just like, when you love hard. Yes, we've covered that. And you're a lover of love. I do. I love love. I believe in love. And no matter what your age, your circumstances, I believe everyone deserves love. Another thing, like, you don't mess with me. If you do, you can try me. I mean, you can try me. But at all. And yeah. Daisy says, hi sis, no assumption tag from me, just that you try to look presentable because you don't look neat. You guys are so used to people who show you one part of their lives, and when people like us come and show you the real other parts of our lives as well, then it's a problem. What about me doesn't look neat? That I come on here without wearing a bra? That I come on here without wearing makeup every day and wigs every day? That I come out here with my natural hair and my natural face? What's not presentable about that? You know, it kills me. It actually bothers me, because someone here last year commented saying, her exact words were, your life is so depressing. And I was just like, unsubscribe, my babe. If you're going to say to me that my life is depressing, there are other YouTubers, guys, who have perfect lives. please go subscribe to their channels and follow them. Don't come here and try to make me for showing my life, my natural self. Well, right now I've got a wig and I've got makeup, so, but you guys know what I mean. Like right now I'm not wearing a bra. Is that not representable? Is not presentable to you? I'm in my own house. You know, I can actually go to spa without looking like this. Does it bother you that I have just show up with my natural hair? Does it bother you that I just show up with no makeup? Make it make sense, guys. Like, if you have a problem with how I show up here, please unsubscribe. If my life triggers anything about you, you're more than welcome to unsubscribe. I'm not going to take it some type of way. You shouldn't feel bad about it, but you can't tell someone that, please try to be present. For me, it's the word presentable. And she's like, you don't look neat. What does that mean? I think I'm triggered because it sounds like a white person telling you that your hair is not professional. Ew. You know what, babe? If you feel like I don't look the part, you're more than welcome. I'm not going to change how I look. I'm not going to have full face makeup when I wake up in the morning. I'm not going to have a wig every day. It's not going to happen. You're more than welcome to you can unsubscribe. Uxolo Almighty, you're actually a good cook, just don't like it. I would like to believe so. I mean, no one has ever complained. Milani complains about the food I cook, but Milani's got an immature palate anyway. Like, you'll ask Milani what she wants to eat, and it's knuckles, that's all she wants to eat. Knuckles, danon, that's all she wants to eat. But everyone else, no one has really complained. So you could be right, Stolo, that I am a good cook, I just don't like it. I really don't like cooking, guys. I just don't like anything that has to do with domestic stuff. Maybe that's why Miss Daisy here says I'm not neat. Maybe you think my house is untidy, I don't know. But I'm not a domesticated person, and I'm not ashamed. Not. Etna, okay? She says you're so good at your job such that your bosses tend to frustrate you in fear of being overtaken by you. This is such an ego booster, and the reason why I actually even read it out loud is because you're not the first person to say this. So I do thank you for this comment or this assumption. I can't confirm nor deny it. It will have to come from my bosses. Obviously, they will never say you. They'll never say they're intimidated by little old me. Ukamva ati, you seem easily irritated, like you always want things to go straight to the point. I love you, Mandy. I love you too, Kamva, and I know that you're a regular here. And yes, I am very easily irritated, easily annoyed. I'm easily irritated, and I guess it's something I need to work on because, I mean, yeah. And money comes to you easily. Money does come to me easily, guys. Randomly, I'll be chilling, and then someone I helped 5 years ago will say to me, hi Amanda, I've sent you something in your account. And then I'm like, a whole 1,000 rand. 1,000 rand is a lot. And then I call back and I'm just like, why? And they'll be like, no, you helped me 5 years ago. That was, I even forgot. You helped me with something 5 years ago. You were supposed to charge me, but you didn't charge me. And now I'm making money from that business. And I just wanted, like something small and yana, even though I feel like you do so. Like, I'm always just like, oh my God. Like, if I helped you 5 years ago for free, I helped you for free. Like, for me, I don't think about those things. But somehow, the people who will randomly send me money, their reasoning behind it will be, oh my gosh, you helped me last year when I was dealing with this. Here's a little something. And I'm always just like. So for that, money does come to me easy. Honestly, guys, money comes to me easy. And I think that's how I've been able to survive. I don't know how, but it does. Upozi, I do love your kids but hate being a mom. I mean, yes. I have a whole video dedicated to how much I hate being a mother. But I love my kids. So yes. Tiamo says you are making more money from YouTube than you did in your 9 to 5. No, oh my God, I'm not there yet. Yeah, YouTube it pays my debit orders and it gives me room for leisure. Let me just say that. Claude, you are a lot happier this year. Correct, I am. We are only in month 2, but I'm way happier this year than I was this time last year, or any other time in my life actually. Now that I think about it, yeah. Uno machigela. I think your freelance jobs are paying you more than your 9 to 5. There. I think right now I only have one freelance gig, but it doesn't pay me more than my 9 to 5. But if I would get like another freelance gig, then combined, then it would mean they pay me more than my 9 to 5. I don't know if that makes sense. So I think that I need to find maybe like a second freelance gig, which is hard to find, and also hard to maintain because my brain, I can only focus on one thing at a time. So that's why I'm unable to do like a lot of things. But I think combined, maybe my freelance gigs would pay me more. Hazel, given a chance to go back years in your life, you'd choose different men to date. Oh, 100%. Like, definitely. Those men, the men that I've dated, there is like one guy that I dated that I felt like was a really, really good guy. It's just that the timing for our relationship, I still think about him even till today. But I just think that the timing of our relationship was not great. But the other men, yeah, I'd love to erase them. Unkosazana Charlie, I think we grooviest by nature because every chance you get, we are groove at 100%. If I did not have children, I would be at the club every week. Like, as I was telling you guys, there was a time where I lived with Noma, but I didn't really live with Noma. Noma owned that apartment. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I was never home. Because where was I? Groove. Every chance I got, I groove. Now, mind you, when the kids are not around, I'm at the club. I'm grooving. So, you are not wrong, Nkosazana. Uvoyiswa ngubani deep down, you are hopeless romantic. I am. Me, you've entirely given up on love. No, I will never give up on love, guys. I wonder if there's one thing I will never give up on: my children and love. You're not afraid of taking risks, i.e. quitting your job. No, plan B, I'm not. I lead by my heart. Everything I do, my heart takes the lead before I think. I literally, every decision I ever made, my heart led, and then my brain later was just like, girl. But my heart has never failed me, so I will continue being that person. Hey, Rhonda Aleta says you're a fun mommy. I'd also like to believe so. I am also, I wouldn't call myself a strict mom, but I have boundaries. Like, my children know that Umilani likes saying, I'm not your friend. And she's right. She's right. We're not friends. I want to have a good relationship with my children, but I need us to have boundaries. I need them to always remember that I'm still a parent and I'm not your friend. Milani says it best. I'm not your friend. Opaska, you don't receive negative feedback too well, Nana. You're right. I don't. Because I'm an overthinker and I care too much about what people think, I take it to heart and I'm just like, but then 24 hours later, I sit and I think, how can that help me? Like, you guys, we joke a lot about the girl who said less talking, more doing, but she was right. It's just that the way she said it, she was just like, girl, you talk a lot. And I was just like, but she was right. And I took that in, and I've been trying to give you more doing and less talking, but I don't take negative feedback very well. But you won't know that. Or maybe you do. Maybe that's why it's an assumption. I don't know. But yeah, I don't. But I do reflect on it 24 hours later, and I'm just like, yeah, you were right here. You were wrong there. Yeah. Precious good. We are Jola. I'm Jolly, guys. Uthandi, I see you have so much money. You're always buying groceries and going out. I don't. It's just that it's going back to that thing when you showed earlier, Oguti. When I do my weekend vlogs, you guys seeing me doing things that people do on weekends, which is drinking and going on a lunch date or two or doing groceries. So I think that is embedded in your head to think that's what I do every day. And I don't blame you, but I don't. Like, I wouldn't say I have a lot of money. I wouldn't say I have money. Like, I make by, guys. Like, I think what I would say with the money subjects, because a lot of people think that I have a lot of money, I think I'm good with money. No, I'm not good with money. Let me not lie. That was actually a bold-faced lie. I'm an impulsive shopper. When I have money, I don't like money in my account, man. Money needs to be spent. So I just lied and said I'm not good with money. I think it's going to go back to that thing earlier. Money comes to me easy. And for that reason, I think I do take advantage of the fact that I know that money comes to me easy. I'm such a type of person. So yeah, that's why I'm always shopping and always going. Well, the going out most of the time is, I mean, you see me going out, like last weekend I went out with my friend Ayanda. When the bill comes, we split it in half, you know. Sometimes I'll go out with like 5 to 10 girlfriends. When the bill comes, it's split in 10. So you end up spending way less than you normally would. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, it's a question, it's not an assumption, but would you date or have a fling with someone born in the 2K generation? No. What do I talk about? What do we have in common? No. I think my youngest friend is born in 97. Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't see what we'd have in common. I don't see what we talk about. I don't see, even if it's a fling, we still have to talk. No. Usweetberry, actually, you like Milani more than you like Alwande. Whew. I think that any parent with children with an age gap this much will agree. Guys, toddlers, or actually any parent with a toddler will agree. Toddlers, if I leave a toddler for more than a minute by themselves, I might come back to them being dead. So, because I'm always around and trying to protect this child and giving them attention, it will always look like she's my favorite, or I love her more, or I like her more than the other. Number one. Number two, Alonda is a teenager. If you have a teenager who's a niece, nephew, or you remember when you were a teenager, did you really, really care to spend time around adults? When you're a teenager, you don't rate adults. You don't care for adults. So that's why you guys, in my vlogs, you will always probably just see Milani and I chilling on the couch. Alwande will join us now and then, but like, my children are in such different stages of their lives. Then one is at the stage, the eldest one is at a stage where she feels like she doesn't really need me, and I get it. As a teenager, I did not want to be around any adults, especially my mother. And then I have the toddler who's at a stage where if I'm not around for 2 seconds, she will die. So I don't take this to heart. I don't take this personally, because I know that it might actually come across that way, but it isn't. I love my children. I like them equally. Sometimes I don't get along with Milani. Sometimes I don't get along with Alwande. Like, they both irritate me just as much as I like them. Lerato la mola, you like spending money. Yes, girl, I do. Money is meant to be spent. Uluyanda Mtalana, are you back at dating again? No, I'm not talking to anyone. I don't have a crush on anyone. I'm not thinking about anybody. It's just me and these kids. And Prince Foya, you are too nice. I don't think that I'm a nice person. I think I'm kind, but I don't think I'm nice. Nice is not the adjective you'd use when you meet me the first time. You would say that Amanda's kind, but I don't know about nice. But obviously, this is a compliment, so I'll take it. So thank you very much. You guys, this assumption tag was fun to do. It was my first one, probably my last one. We'll do one again maybe in the next 4 or 5 years time. It was fun. I did get a few negative ones here and there, but like the positive, when it comes to you guys, the positive always outweighs the negative, so it really doesn't get to me that much. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sending in your assumptions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.